We are live streaming right now.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DRW Radio episode 118.
Really? 118 already? God.
Yes it is. This thing is not popping up like I want it to. It's really not popping up like I want it to. Well, anyway, we are live. People are listening. Really not popping up. And to be live feels pretty great now that I actually know how to do this. Oh, hey, look, Leo's listening. Hello, guys. Anyway, this is a terrible live stream. Nate, you are one of the 3 general managers running your own brand. And what is your brand's name? Evolution. Me and you drafted together. Your first card. When is it? What are the matches?
My first card is on August 3rd. The deadline is August 2nd for anybody watching out there. It's actually on my brand. The main event I announced earlier in DRW. He goes on to face the winner of King and Strong in the triple threat match for the Omega Heavyweight Championship. It's going to be the Dawn, which is Christian Rainey, Chris Knox versus Alex Dean and Sebastian Morningstar. I'm looking forward to that match so much. I can't put it into words how excited I am for that. But the Star Power match is so start. Don't stop there. My co-main event is Steve Star Killer Smith versus Osiris Liplani versus Shin Nikio, who we just signed earlier today. Match 2 is Don Lyle versus Dark Terror, and the opener is the All-Americans Dominic Adams and Mason Moore versus the New Direction.
The New Direction, a very top team.
I'm all around very excited for this one. Okay. All around, this card is looking to be amazing. We also taken the liberty in. I did clarify with both competitors that, and I did not say this before, and I apologize for it. The winning team of the main event of DRW Evolution will go on to face the winner of King and Strong at the next pay-per-view. I did not clear that up, and for that I am sorry.
Yeah, not at Battle Clash, but at All Saints Day in September.
Not on that Evolution either.
It will be a very terrific couple of months, Nate. Earlier today, when we decided that we would have 3 general managers and 3 separate shows, and you becoming one of the general managers, what were your thoughts, and what are your thoughts about the future of DRW?
I'm very excited as an understatement. I'm very joyful that DRW is going to have a future. And to be one of the 3 people leading this company, or one of the companies that I call home, into the next generation, it's an honor for me. I did not expect to be a general manager. I was actually, and you know this because you did it, I was drafted as the general manager.
Yeah, you were drafted. You were drafted as co-general manager.
Yep. And honestly, it did hit me. It hit me as a surprise because I was like, wait, is he for real? He's gonna sign me? And then once everything cleared up and I actually was nominated as general manager, I was very happy because see, I've watched a lot of general managers come and go, but I've also watched a lot of people. I watched a lot of general managers grow here. I don't know what it means to the other people to be in this company as a general manager, but to me, it just feels right. But about all I can say.
Baby.
But I'm gonna be honest here, to watch all this action happen and not be a part of it is a complete change. It is honestly a complete change, and it's not a change that I expected. But I did announce a little bit ago that I was semi-retired, and I'm sticking to it, and I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try not to get in the ring, but if I have to, I will. All depending on the situation, I guess. But I don't know, honestly.
Nate, as being a general manager and you were drafting earlier, what made you decide the draft picks that you decided, and what made you decide to pick a guy like Dark Terror?
Dark Terror is a workhorse. He is one of the best talents, but he's also one of the most underrated. You can't look past what he's done. You can't look past what he's gone through. You can't. Dark Terror is a guy that, if I'm speaking honestly here, I could probably see him in the next few months, possibly even after, I'll say challenging for the Omega title. I could easily see him doing that. I could easily see Dark Terror going into the main event. Did you see his little segment earlier? It was amazing. Dark Terror is he's an amazing guy. He's an amazing guy to work with. He's an amazing promoter. You can't look past him because he's not letting you now.
Welcome to the podcast. The 1/3 of the congregation, Reverend Hammer, a.k.a. Joe Tinsley. Joe, me and Nate were just talking about draft picks and huge stars. One of the draft picks that were picked for Evolution, who will be going to both brands as a tag team to compete for the tag team championships and the tag team title storyline. One of the hottest teams in the business today, the All-Americans. Nate, you know the team very well from BEW. I've been watching them for a few months in BEW and in NBW. Tell me, what are your thoughts on this hot tag team?
Mine or Joe's?
Yours and then Joe's.
Okay. I've been personally working with these guys, trying to make sure that they don't fade out, because that's the one thing that I really don't want to happen. The one thing that I've been watching these guys. I've been watching them grow in BW, and I can't be more proud. The fact that they made it to a company like DRW makes me proud to say that I did help train them. I was looking out for their best interest when I said that they need to stay down in DRW for a little bit more. I think, in all honesty, Dominique and Mason could easily hold titles in DRW, especially Dominique. Dominique's an amazing guy. He's a very nice guy. He's a very talented promoter. He's a very talented all-around individual. He's a very helpful guy. He's new blood, and that's what we need in here. We don't need all of these former champions hogging the spotlight. We need to give everyone a chance.
Welcome to the podcast. One of the men that were drafted, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler H. Now, Tyler, before you talk, Joe, I was going to ask you, how do you feel about the congregation and where the congregation went and your future as the DRW Tag Team Champions?
Now, it's very interesting that you should ask me that, because all they goes, they've seen like, seems like they've been slipping a little bit now. And it doesn't seem like the passion that I once had is still within them. Well, that's one of the reasons why they're not here tonight in this podcast. It's because I've sent them on sort of a spiritual journey to find themselves again. And I've got the feeling that when they come back, and they will be back very soon, that fire that you once saw in them, that drive, that determination, Roaring Ghost will be a force to be reckoned with again. And I don't even think that your precious All-Americans will be able to stop them. Because when Roaring Ghosts are at their best, they are unstoppable.
Now, we talk about Holy and Ghost, and we talk about the congregation, and we talk about the Tag Team Championship. Tyler, are you still with us?
Yep.
Tyler, you as a man, you as a competitor in DRW, you have been in DRW since day one. You've seen us at the highest of highs and at the lowest of lows. And with this new draft and the new beginnings of DRW and this new era that we usher into, what are your thoughts on the future of DRW?
Well, this is a new era for so many guys, that are just coming in, or, guys like me and, and Torrance and the rest of the guys that have been here for a long time, and we're here to give the others, the other guys a chance. No matter what brand you're on, Evolution, Revolution, or the originals, this DRW is at a very brand new level, DRW is going to continue to rise as the years go by. We're bringing in new stars. We want to make sure that they become the best. They become a great champion, whether it's tag team or singles title. And one of them days they will main event Dark Mania. Or they will be a part of it. The main event pay-per-views. All the shows that are going on now, and now going into Battle Clash and so on and so forth. These new guys that I'm seeing, they definitely have a really big chance, to be a main event star like I have. Like, when I started 3 years ago, I went from the very bottom to work the way up to become the DRW champion several times. And I think this new era is going to be absolutely amazing. And, I can't wait for it, what lies ahead for DRW in the future.
I mean, you talked about Battle Clash earlier. Battle Clash will be live, and it will be August 21st, and the very first time in Auckland, New Zealand, live inside the Vector Arena. And we talk about the congregation, Joe. The congregation are set to defend the tag team titles against the Lords of Death at Battle Clash Sabbath and Cass. And we've seen the Lords of Death attack the congregation at the anniversary show, Joe, are Holy and Ghost okay? Are they 100%? And will they be ready to go August 21st in New Zealand?
Well, you see, it's funny that you should ask that, because that's one of the reasons why I've sent them on the convention that they're experiencing. Because they are completely focused. Not only can they see what's in front of them, but they can usually think a couple of steps ahead. Got a feeling that when they do return, and they will return at our show, I've got the feeling that the Lords of Death are going to be a lot closer to death than they want to be.
DRW has been home to a lot of big matches, and a big match, it's kind of under the radar, but it's a very, very big match that was booked by the DRW Board of Committee and the Board of Directors this past week, is the Dark Style Championship match, of which will take place August 21st live at Battle Clash. The new Dark Style champion, the King of Dark Style, TJ Shadows, will defend versus Uncle Jimmy James Knight, and James Knight has been a part of some terrific moments in this business. Guys, how big is this match? Nate, you go first.
Well, I think it's huge. I think it means a lot, not only for the industry, but for this very company. This very company, we have some of the biggest names in probably the industry now. I mean, if you look at the guys who joined today, let's take a short look. We have Rainey, we have Knox, we have Fane, we have Jimmy, we have Uncle Jimmy now. There's nothing stopping DRW from becoming the number one company, if we're not already the number one company. We've got the best talent, we've got the best general managers, we've got some of the hardest working guys, some of the hardest working guys like I said before, like Derek, like Miguel, like Brian King, to come far, like Curtis Strong, like all of those guys.
You talked about you talked about big names, Tyler. Tyler, you are a big name, but this TJ Shadows versus James Knight match, it means a lot to not only the Dark Style division, but to what DRW brings to the table still. It's been 3 years, and we still managed to bring some of the biggest matches on some of the biggest nights. And for the first time of DRW being in New Zealand, the first time James Knight and TJ Shadows step into the ring together in a DRW ring, the first time TJ Shadows is defending the Dark Style Championship against James Knight. This match speaks volumes to DRW. Tyler, how does that make you feel since you've been here since day one, to see big matches still happen like that?
Well, this is DRW's all about, and and I agree with Nate. And in the past, we've had our feuds, and these big time matches, TJ Shadows and James Knight, they're unbelievable athletes. They're going to steal a show. I know that. The Dark Style title, having these big time matches, these guys are going to be main event stars, and they're going to be main event Dark Mania. One day they're going to, these guys are going to become world champions. Me and you, we've both been a world champion. We've been there, done that, and now bringing the guys, past, present, and future. These guys are the future of DRW. And I think this match is going to steal the whole entire show. And I'm thinking TJ Shadows might win this, but you just never know. He's an unbelievable athlete, and anything can happen here in DRW. We're bringing DRW way more into the future. We're bringing it back to the top, and we're better than ever. But we are the best fed in all in the world.
And you say that.
Right, but I've got to step in here for a moment. You know, this match is very interesting because we've got Shadows on one side, Uncle Jimmy on another. You know, Shadows, he likes to think of himself. What does he call himself? The King of Dog Style? Is that what it is? He better get ready to have some light shed on the Lopez. Because I've got a very strange feeling that Uncle Jimmy is going to have an answer for the darkness that is Shadows.
Well, you know, when we talk about big matches, at the very first chapter at the For Love of Wrestling event at the Reed Arena in College Station, Texas, in the main event we will see Miguel Roderick take on Joshua Hopkins for the vacated DRW Intercontinental Championship, once held by the impressive Curtis Strong. Them two will battle for the Intercontinental Champion to take, and the winner will take on this man, Dark Terror, at Battle Clash. Dark Terror, this will be your first huge championship shot in DRW at Battle Clash, one of the biggest events, the biggest party of the summer in New Zealand.
First but not only.
Exactly. Dark Terror, me and you, we battled in UEWF for the Revolution X Championship, and you gave me the fight of my life. I can only imagine what you will do at Battle Clash. But how does this make you feel coming into DRW and getting the Intercontinental Championship title shot?
Coming into the DRW and finally getting a title shot, even at one of my top pay-per-views I could possibly dream of, Battle Clash, whether it would be Miguel Roderick or Joshua Hopkins, I'm going to do exactly what I keep saying and give it all my entire best.
Out of the two men, who would you rather face, Miguel Roderick or Joshua Hopkins?
Honest, I don't see myself facing Joshua Hopkins. I have been wanting Miguel Roderick my time. Well, basically, my eyes are set on Miguel Roderick. So during his match against Joshua Hopkins, I highly suggest he watch his back at the arena. Or terror right behind him.
Well, now we move on. We have the Battle Clash match for the DRW Elite Championship, which is...
I thought it was going to make a pun saying you never know what terror lies in the dark. I'm just going to make that a pun.
We have the Battle Clash match for the DRW Elite Championship, which the Elite title is an exclusive championship to the DRW Original Show. And in this match, you will see Josh Knight take on Torrance Banks, Miguel Roderick, Steve Starkiller Smith, Don Lyle, Osias Tesfaye, Josh Collins, Messiah, Shadow the defending champion if he does not lose to Kelly Hackenschmidt, and a mystery man to be chosen at a later date sometime in the next 48 to 72 hours. Shadow, you vacated the Omega Heavyweight Championship. You vacated the championship to become the Elite Heavyweight Champion, and now you are defending in the Battle Clash match if you get past Kelly Hackenschmidt August 1st. How does this Battle Clash match make you feel?
If you want me to be honest here, kind of makes me feel like I'm getting fucked over. If you want me to be honest here. I wouldn't say I worked my ass off. I kind of estimated everyone in my debut, but that's just fair. But, the match means redemption to me. Redemption that I cannot claim on any other night. Everyone's been saying that I don't deserve the title that I have. Well, it's time for me to prove everyone wrong. That's all I'm going to say.
At Battle Clash in New Zealand, you will defend the Elite Championship inside the Battle Clash match, but then, with the Alpha Championship match to be decided later on this week, we move on. This match was a semi-final match in the King of DRW tournament, and many have said that was the match of the tournament and a match of the year contender. This is the rematch of the century, but this time it is for the Omega Heavyweight Championship. The former Intercontinental Champion vacating his championship to compete for the Omega Heavyweight title, Curtis Strong, will take on the King of DRW, Brian King. The rematch of the century, quite possibly the biggest rematch in DRW history. Men, this is a big match, is it not? Nate, if you had to pick one man to be the Omega Heavyweight Champion out of King or Strong, who would you choose and why?
Oh, don't make me do that. This is hard because they're both such hard workers. But I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Strong. Strong's been fighting and clawing for that Omega Heavyweight Championship. He's been trying so hard to get back, and now he vacated his Intercontinental Championship for this opportunity. I don't think he's gonna let him. I don't think he's gonna let Brian beat him. I don't think he has. It's hard. I don't think Strong will let King beat him, but at the same time, I think King can beat him. I'm gonna go with Strong. Final answer.
Alright, well, Nate goes with Strong. Tyler, if you had to choose between Strong or Knight, Strong or King, who would you choose?
Well, Brian King made it to the entire King of DRW tournament. These guys are both unbelievable athletes, and a big time move for Curtis Strong, wanting to give up his Intercontinental title to go for the big one. I think it sounds like a bold move, but if I was Strong, I probably would have kept the Intercontinental title for a little bit longer. But it's his decision. He wants to be the top guy. But in my mind, I think Brian King is going to become a Mega Heavyweight Champion. I believe this is his time. He's come a long way in this business so far.
Joe, as a member of the board, you have a lot of say, and you have a lot of stroke. But to sit back and watch this match, who would you rather see walk out of Battle Clash as the Omega Heavyweight Champion, Curtis Strong or Brian King?
This isn't even an option, really, because I see Curtis Strong, who has done so much, and then I see Brian King, who in my eyes spits in the face of this entire business just by existing. Curtis Strong will be the new champion.
Now, Curtis Strong and Brian King fought in the semifinals of the King of DRW tournament, and on that night, Brian King was the better man. Will that be the same at Battle Clash in New Zealand? Will Curtis Strong finally claim his throne as Omega Heavyweight Champion? Time will only tell for the young athletes, but now we move on. We take a few steps back, actually. That will be August 21st, live from Auckland, New Zealand. But before we get there, live on the DRW network It's a DRW special. It is the first chapter of the show For the Love of Wrestling. We are signed to a 20-chapter deal, which is 20 episodes. It will be the host for the DMG Memorial Tournament and for the Super Tag Cup. And as everybody notices, a few championship matches will be on there as well. It is not to miss the first episode. It is going to be live August 7th at the Radio Arena in College Station, Texas, only on the DRW network, which you can order for $9.98 a month. The opener is the first round of the Super Tag Cup. The hottest tag team in this business, the All-Americans, will take on the team of